Hey guys and welcome back to my channel, where today we're going to be looking at the Rave in the Redwoods trailer. It's actually the DLC 1 trailer, so there's going to be multiplayer stuff in there as well. So I'm going to watch the whole 3 minutes and 50-ish seconds worth of this video, even though there's multiplayer stuff in there as well. And I'm just going to do like a little reaction to this, and just see how it goes really, because I don't know really what to expect. I know it's called Rave in the Redwoods, I think it's called. So it's got something to do with sort of like cabin in the woods type of feel to it. And I thought they might have gone this way, to be honest. It was one of my ideas of what I thought they might have gone in the future. Either way, without further ado, we're going to go straight into this.
We are so excited for fans to get their hands on the first DLC of the season.
We've been listening to your feedback, and we have so much more to come. We've got 4 intense maps and a brand new zombie experience.
That's what I'm interested in.
One of the great things about DLC is it gives us the first opportunity to address what the players are looking for and what things can be improved upon in the Infinite Warfare experience.
We get a lot of feedback across social media, forums, everywhere. It's been really cool to see everything from beta up till now, the requests. So you're gonna see drastic changes and things you love brought into these new maps.
Noir is a dark, grimy, moody Brooklyn from the distant future.
On one side, you spawn under the Brooklyn Bridge, which is kind of gritty, and then the exact opposite side of the map, it's a little bit nicer. There's cafes and parks, and then in the middle is just a war zone.
That looks a lot like Shadow of Evil, like the feel of it and everything.
Neon is a virtual training simulator for urban warfare. It's a Z-shaped map with a long sight line down the middle, a high B point up on a ledge, and a close quarters area in a nightclub in the 3rd lane.
When you run around, cars will generate players. When they die, they will dissolve into a mess of polygons. It's a very interesting and fun play space to be in.
It's just more futuristic than what we already have.
One of the maps in DLC 1 that we are pretty excited about is called Renaissance. It takes place in Venice. It's a very tight quarters, very fast gameplay.
If you like to snipe, you're going to love the church lane. If you like to run and gun with your shotgun or your SMG, you're going to love skating through the interiors and engaging players. And if you're a mobile mid-ranger, you're going to love taking your assault rifle onto the streets.
Another map we have is called Dominion, and it's a Modern Warfare 2 remake of the classic map Afghan. This time it takes place on Mars.
Afghan is such a revered map, not just amongst the fans, but also among everybody at Infinity Ward. It has a lot of different identifiable landmarks that everybody can remember: the crash ship, the AA guns on the hill. And we knew it was kind of an easy transition over to Infinite Warfare's theater of war.
And players can now boost jump up to the lookout and counter snipers with close range engagements.
So where's the zombie battle, bro? Rave in the Redwoods.
The Rave in the Redwoods is a trip back to the 1990s to a place that is such a stark contrast from what we did in Zombies in Spaceland. I think players are in for a real surprise. We made them really comfortable in Spaceland by opening up lanes, making it bright and colorful. This is really a horror film brought to life in a video game form. It's going to blow people's minds.
After getting sucked out of Zombies in Spaceland, our 4 characters appear in a cabin. They wake up kind of groggy. They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside of the cabin, you find out that you're actually in an abandoned camp that's been kind of taken over by a few hundred raver kids that are throwing an all-night rave party in the middle of the woods. The level has this dark, foreboding, kind of spooky vibe, and then the world comes alive.
Brilliant.
There's new weaponry, there's
so
new Fate and Fortune cards coming, new traps within the map. Our cast of characters are getting a whole new wardrobe change. We're going to introduce a new character named the Slasher. There's so much more to tell. We can't wait for people to get a chance to experience what it's like to be in Rave in the Redwoods. People are in for a real treat.
All of the devs here at Infinity Ward cannot wait for our fans to get their hands on the new content.
The weapons, the quests, there's so much going into it. Fans are going to be super excited.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare DLC 1 pack will be available January 31st, first on PS4.
Oh my god, that was actually amazing. Rave in the Redwoods. First of all, let's quickly talk about the multiplayer very quickly. I just want to say, they actually looked pretty good. Like I say, this reminded me of Shadows of Evil, the Noir map. Dominion, I think is the map. Yeah, that's definitely the Afghan remake, so that'd be pretty awesome. And Renaissance and Neon, basically just going to be pretty standard by the looks of it anyway. But Rave in the Redwoods. Let's just go back a second and just see. First of all, I don't find that easy to say. Rave in the Redwoods. I have to sort of try and say it a bit slower, but It's a pretty cool name, I'm not going to lie, and with that obviously comes...
The Rave in the Redwoods is a trip back to the 90s.
Let's turn this down.
Stark contrast. Players are
right, so what do we have here? Oh, just don't pause it there. There we go. So, I'm going to go for either like a plank of wood or maybe a machete. The reason I'm trying to move around is actually because my microphone is like right directly in front of like where that melee weapon is. But looking at the style of the woods, the cabin in the woods, it actually looks really awesome. You got, like they said, it actually is bringing a horror film to life, and it honestly does look so much like a horror film. I love the way they've actually captured that feel. So if we pause it there, you can see, I don't know if you can actually see my cursor, so apologies if you can't. There is a rope right there, which obviously is like for if someone was to hang themselves. So it's not really a nice place to be. You definitely don't want to be ended up here. And I think we're playing as Sally right now with the fingernails, as you can see, unless that changes for any reason. They did say they're going to get a wardrobe change. The characters get sucked up and brought into Redwood, so this will be pretty interesting. And also to note, we have the axe which is brought back as well, which is pretty awesome and good to see. There were other melee weapons in there that we have not previously seen in Zombies in Spaceland. I see it's very blue around in the middle, and then you got like red colours over here as well, so contrasting colours, which is pretty awesome to see as well. Right, so this is again like another shot from the cabin in the woods, so that's what I'm calling it anyway. You got the golf club, you have like a computer in front of you. Let's try and go back ever so slightly. I should really do this in Premiere Pro, but it's quicker doing it like this. You have some sort of like cat or a cheetah maybe or something up there on the walls, just like animal on the wall. Nothing else. You can see a border, actually a window right behind there at the back where the zombies will break in and get into. I don't think there's anything else significant in this shot, to be honest. Just trying to sort of look and listen to things that they're saying. Alright, I did see something there with like a red eye. If you look through the window just there, again, if you can see my cursor, then great. If you look through the window just there, it looks like some sort of eagle, maybe? Or, I don't know. Or something, some sort of animal that's got like a red eye, so that'll be quite interesting. I'm going to assume at this point that is a trap. They did say they're bringing in new traps as well into this, so that'll be pretty awesome to see what else they can include. Right here, we have a trailer in the woods. We have a baseball bat with nails sticking through it, which is pretty awesome to see. Again, new melee weapon. Nothing else important really. You got like a frig and things, but obviously that's just aesthetics. So we just said that this camp was taken over by a few hundred Raver kids, so maybe the zombies look slightly different, because I don't think we actually saw the zombies properly in this. So they'll probably be clothed different, as well as the characters. There'll probably be a wardrobe change for the zombies as well. This looks quite a cool area. I don't know what this big tall statue thing, wooden, whatever that is in the middle there. That'd be pretty interesting to find out. Okay, so this shot sort of confuses me a tad bit. First of all, this is blurred out, and that's obvious because, you know, we've got this control panel there. It will give away what this is called and everything. We want to try and have that mystery element to this. That's fine. The thing that confuses me about this shot is, why does it look like it's on multiplayer? It might just be because of that, because they want to try and get the shots for this trailer, and the HUD probably won't be there by the time we actually play the map, because there are other shots without the HUD there, so I'm a bit confused. But he's there talking about how this map comes to life at this point, so this is definitely the map. Okay, so right here, what we have is a few shots of like the map coloured in like a load of like paint looking thing. Obviously it's like a party, or like what they call a rave in the woods. And what I think they've done is just basically got the hallucinogenic camo and just put it everywhere. But that looks really cool. Right, so that's the zombie we see. Let me try and go back a little bit there. He says a new character called the Slash. So he says that they're releasing a new character. Not specifically a boss, although we can almost, you know, bet you bottom dollar that's going to be a new boss. Called the Slasher. And there it is right there. It's really dark. You can't see his face or anything. But that's, you know, you get an idea of like height and build and everything. He looks smaller than the Brute, so that's okay, I guess, but he'd probably be a pain in the ass again, to be honest. One more thing I want to pick up as well in this shot right here that I'm going to pause in a second is Trailblazers right there in the doorway, a little bit right down the left-hand side. Let me try and, there you go. Trailblazers perk is back in the game. I mean, I'm pretty sure all the perks we saw previously are going to be in this map, as well as maybe a new perk or two. But I just wanted to point out that Trailblazers was there, because I don't think that there are actually any other perks inside this map. that we can see in this trailer. So that's going to conclude this video for an initial look onto this and like a slight breakdown as well. It's not really a breakdown, it's more just a look into what's there and like aesthetics and everything else for this map. It looks absolutely amazing. I actually was not expecting the multiplayer side of things to have the remake of Afghan and to have some of those other maps that actually looks fairly decent. But the zombies, the Rave in the Redwoods looks amazing, honestly. I don't think there's any other perks to look at or anything that's like hidden, not as far as I could tell anyway. I'll have a quick look when I'm editing, and if there is, I'll put a little note. But thank you for watching the video. If you like it, go ahead, leave a like rating, and comment down below what you personally think about Rave in the Redwoods, or just this entire trailer in general. Let me know your opinion, and go ahead, subscribe to this channel if you're new around here for more zombies content, and as always, I'll see you next time. Peace out.